Okay, so here we're finding the initial amount and rate of change given a table for a linear function. So the first thing we want to do, well, it tells us that it's a linear function. We want to go ahead and find the rate of change. But let's go ahead and look at our questions first. I guess that will give us a better indicator of what we should be looking for. Choose a statement that best describes how the time and amount of water in the pool are related. One option is as time increases, the amount of water decreases, and the other as time increases, the amount of water in the pool increases. So we need to figure out, are we putting water in or taking water out? And it says here in the problem that we're adding water. And we can see that based on, this is our inputs x and our outputs y. It is a function with relation to time. As my minutes increase across the x-axis, it changes the amount of water in gallons on the y-axis. So, as my time increases, 8 to 12 to 16, we see that the water is also increasing, 163, 207, 251. So as time increases, here, as time increases, the amount of water also increases. So we would mark that one. Now we want to find gallons per minute, which is just a way of finding our slope, telling us how many, for each minute, how many gallons are being entered, so are put into the pool.
Kathy Higgins to the main office, please. Kathy Higgins to the main office.
So here on the X part, our time in minutes, we see how it's changing from one to the next. 8 to 12 is a positive 4 change. From 12 to 16 is a positive 4, 16 to 20, positive 4. And then here, from 163 to 207 is a positive 44. 207 to 251, positive 44, and positive 44. So remember that our m, or our slope, is equal to the change in y over the change in x. So be careful with this, because here it's set up as x over y. So we'll need to flip these. So for every 44 gallons, it's an increase of 4 minutes. Or we can reduce this down, 44. 4 goes into 44 11 times, so this equals 11 over 1. Telling us that our y, which is gallons, is our unit of measurement, and time is minutes. So this is telling us that it is filling at the rate of 11 gallons per minute. So we can go ahead and fill that in, 11 gallons per minute. Then the trickiest part here is just working backwards to figure out how much we started with. So Latoya started adding water. How much was in the pool already? We need to figure that out in terms of gallons, because the first part of information that it tells us is the time in minutes. At the 8-minute mark of her filling up the pool, there was 163 gallons. So we need to work backwards based on the fact that we know that for each minute, she puts in 11 gallons. So we could go back, subtract 11 8 times, or we could just go ahead and multiply our 11 gallons per minute times 8 minutes. And that would give us how many gallons she has put in the first 8 minutes. So you see that our minutes and minutes cancel. 11 times 8 is 88, so we're left with 88 gallons. So in 8 minutes she put in 88 gallons. Well, at the 8-minute mark she had 163, so if we're working backwards, she knows before that, up until that point, she had put in 88 gallons. So let's go ahead and subtract 163. Let's subtract 88 from 163. And that gives us 75. We can check our work there, work backwards. 8 plus 5 is 3, carry the 1, 16. Okay, so 75 gallons would be our starting point. 75 gallons at the 0-minute mark.